in a quiet little pond, nestled right behind an old, dusty library, lived a curious little turtle named Toto. Now, Toto was slow. I mean, really slow. He was slower than the croaking frogs who leaped from lily pad to lily pad, and even slower than the lazy fish who drifted in the afternoon sun. Because of this, everyone in the pond loved to tease him. "You'll never get anywhere in life, Toto," they'd rebit and gurgle. "You're just too slow." Toto would often just tuck his head into his shell, feeling a little sad. He wished, just once, that he could be as fast as everyone else. One sunny afternoon, while poking around the muddy bottom of the pond, Toto spotted something shiny. It was a beautiful, golden pocket watch, half buried under a smooth stone. It gleamed and sparkled, even in the murky water. Curious, Toto reached out a tiny, scaly hand and touched it. The moment his finger grazed the cool metal, something incredible happened. The croaking frogs froze mid. The swimming fish stopped dead in the water. Even the ripples on the pond's surface stood still, like glass. Time itself had stopped. Toto blinked in amazement. He nudged the watch again, and everything started moving. He had found a time-traveling watch. This wasn't just any watch. It was his ticket to adventure. With a nervous gulp and a flick of the dial, Toto decided to go way, way back. Whoosh! The water around him swelled into a vortex of colors and sounds. When it cleared, he was no longer in his familiar pond. Giant ferns towered over him, and the air buzzed with strange insects. A huge shadow fell over him, and he looked up to see a massive dinosaur munching on leaves. He had traveled back to the age of the dinosaurs. He watched in awe, his little heart thumping with excitement. He was seeing things the fast frogs could only dream of. Next, he spun the dial forward and found himself in an ancient, crystal-clear ocean. He was surrounded by enormous sea turtles, gliding gracefully through the currents. They invited him to join them, and together they surfed the massive ocean waves, laughing as the spray tickled their faces. They moved with a slow, powerful grace that Toto had never seen before. They weren't rushing. They were just enjoying the ride, in perfect harmony with the sea. Toto felt a sense of belonging he had never felt in his own pond. He was a turtle, and this was his heritage. For his final trip, Toto decided to be really brave. He spun the dial far into the future. The world he arrived in was shimmering and strange. But right there, sitting on a sun-drenched rock, was another turtle. This one was much older, with wise, kind eyes and a shell covered in the gentle moss of ages. The old turtle smiled. "Hello, Toto," he said in a calm, rumbling voice. It was a future version of himself. "I've been waiting for you." Toto was stunned. How did you know?" he stammered. The wise old turtle chuckled. "Because I was you. I want to tell you something important. Being slow isn't a weakness, young one. It just means you notice more. You see the details, the beauty, the little miracles that the fast ones miss." With those words echoing in his mind, Toto returned to his own time, to his own quiet little pond. The frogs were still racing, the fish were still darting about, but Toto didn't feel the need to join in anymore. He didn't care about being teased for his speed. He smiled, a slow, happy smile, and watched the gentle ripples spreading across the water, knowing he had all the time in the world. He had traveled through ages, surfed with ancestors, and met his future self. He had learned the most valuable lesson of all. You don't have to be the fastest to make your mark on the world. You just need to keep moving forward at your own perfect pace. Thank you so much for joining us for Toto's incredible journey. If you enjoyed this story, please give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our next adventure. See you soon.